Here for another Exocad tutorial. I want to start with a tutorial about the mockup function, and then once you make the mockup, to create a model with that mockup or Waxup. It all starts with the indications and materials in Exocad DB. There we're going to mark what we need for each tooth. So in this case, 5 and 6 is going to be the natural teeth. So is 10 and 11, and then 7, 8, 9 are going to be Pontics. So I select that, and then you'll see I'm going to speed up the video about 4 times, but I'm going to walk you through every step with a voiceover. So here, just orienting the model, and this is a new function in the newer Exocad where you could do a kind of a segmentation where you kind of select the teeth and the orientation, and it'll help out later on when you're choosing your teeth. That kind of gives Exocad more of an understanding about where things are. I kind of ran through that one, but whoever has an iPhone, the format that it comes out with is the the iPhone format doesn't really work, so you have to export it really as a JPEG for it to work in Exocad. For the smile design here, I kind of lined it with teeth in the picture, and then I did the curves of the lip. Now I'm selecting the eyes. And then once you select the eyes, then you'll kind of get the helper lines that Exocad has. It'll give you on the left hand side, you could choose the proportions. I don't like the golden proportions as much as I like male and female in Exocad. As you can see, this is male, and you see his 8 and 9 are kind of even. The lower lip curve, pretty off as default, so you kind of want to move those little sliders to get it to where you want to be. At this point, you just want to press next once you have like a fair amount. Now it'll auto-populate the generic tooth library. Now, kind of want to go into the different shapes that they have, or teeth libraries that they have. I thought he started off as his teeth were pretty triangular, so I started with triangular teeth, but then I realized that the HD teeth is a little nicer for his case. Trying to look into downloading other type of libraries from the internet, but right now you can see the outlines of his teeth by I selected the outline function, and then you can also go into the other types of teeth that they have, and if you select the arrows next to it, you can actually even go from one to the next. I ended up thinking that the HD teeth were the nicest. If you select all at once, you can move all of them, or you can actually select each one individually. On the right hand side is all the same teeth, but you get 3 different views of it. And kind of playing around until you get something that's reasonable. It doesn't have to be really like perfect at this stage. It just has to be close, like in the ballpark where you kind of want it to be in the end. All right, once you press OK, this is how it will come out. Still wanted to make a lot of changes to it. Select the chain mode, and that'll give you all at once. If you select the green dots turns red, it'll lock it in place, and then the other ones will just move proportionally if you're in chain mode. On the right hand side, if you select the smile window, it'll open up that little smile view, so that as you're moving the teeth, you could see it like kind of in the face. This little box, if you have 2 screens, which I'm actually going to move it later, you can take this smile window and move it to your second screen, so it kind of saves that real estate. So you could just look at modeling your teeth, and then on the second screen you can look at it in the face. So it's just a nice feature. All right, we're ready for the next step, and that is to add the connectors to our mockups. First, we're going to finish up in the freeforming, and we're going to get into making our connectors. I like little longer connectors. That's the third option there, and making them a little bit stronger so that they don't break, especially when 3D printed material. You do want a nice strong connector. Now it's going to generate the virtual Waxup. As you can see, you have a very nice Waxup that is made, and then it'll allow you to do freeform again. First, I'm going to attempt to add or remove. I don't like that top of the neck of the tooth, but then I'm going to just lock the occlusal, lock the cusp tips, lock the equator, and then just drag the whole tooth in and lower a little bit, and you'll see that'll just make things a little nicer. Then you want to smooth out just the edges there. Once all the edges are smooth, then we're going to go on to the next step. Just doing a couple finishing touches here. I'm not going to have it adjust to the model because I want to do that later on when I make a model of the preps, or I'll scan them. For this last part, once you finish the wizard, then we could go over here where it says design model. Click design model. Then the next step will be on the left hand side in the drop down menu. There'll be an option for Waxup model. Whatever it loads. Now it's under model alignment. There we go. So it's already set up for a model type digital Waxup model. I put in our printers from Ray Pro S and a die model 2. Press next. Now I'll give an option to make an anatomic Waxup or with a merge parts. You click the merge part, then you click create the model. Once we created the model, now there's little attachments. I'm not going to do attachments right now because it's going to make a model for the lower. But this is just some of the samples that you could do. Now, I'm not going to end up doing it. Don't want any attachments at this point. Press next. And then you have your digital Waxup model, which is ready to print. And stay tuned for the next tutorial. Please subscribe. Hopefully next time we'll do some more stuff with this model. But right now, you could right click it and you could save it, and then you'll send that saved